Welcome back to the class, students. Today we are going to read the poem Don't Quit. This poem was written by John Greenleaf Whittier. A quitter never wins and a winner never quits. These are the words of the American football coach Vince Lombardi. He actually led his team to many championships and victories. He was also a national symbol of single minded determination. A winner will always have a goal on which he is focused. His eyes will always remain fixed on the goal. Whatever the adversities he encounters in the course of his game, he never quits. A quitter, on the other hand, he gets flustered or frustrated when he faces challenges. So he gives up quickly and eventually he cannot be a winner because he quits before he reaches the goal. The theme of the poem is staying hopeful in the time of despair. It talks of staying strong in the face of adversity and never giving up. The poet advises us not to quit in any of the adverse situations because success may come at any time. Now let's read about the poet. John Greenleaf Whittier was an American poet and advocate of the abolition of slavery in the United States. He was frequently listed as one of the fireside poets. He is remembered particularly for his anti slavery writings as well as his book Snowbound. His other works include Lays of My Home, Voices of Freedom, Songs of Labor, Panorama. He became an eloquent advocate of justice, tolerance, and liberal humanitarianism. He advocated the policies of spiritual and moral values. This earned him the title of America's finest religious poet, and many of his poems are still sung as church hymns by various denominations. I hope all of you know him. He was the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. He faced a lot of challenges, difficulties during his early childhood and his adulthood days. What made Lincoln so great? He actually led his nation through the moral, constitutional, and political crisis during the American Civil War. I think you would not be aware of this personality. He is Chris Gardner, but I'm sure that you would have seen or heard about the movie The Pursuit of Happiness. Will Smith starring as Chris Gardner. This is Yuvraj Singh. We know how he battled cancer and how he overcame his misfortune and he succeeded in his life. This is Helen Keller. She is known around the world as a symbol of courage. She overcame the adversity of being blind and deaf. She was also the first blind deaf to earn the Bachelor of Arts degree. Though she was deaf blind, she was a political activist, lecturer. This is Sudha Chandran. She lost her leg in an accident. Her leg was amputated, but because of her mental strength and willpower, she succeeded in her career. Can you guess who is this? This is Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. He succeeded actually in his 60s. He did a number of odd jobs like stocking the steam engines of trains, selling insurance, selling tires, and finally he succeeded in his 60s. So he is the brand ambassador of the company. I have listed only a very few people here. Common qualities that brought them success. It is their mental strength, willpower, and determination, their courage, which actually brought them success. So we should not quit when we face any challenges. We should face the problems with a lot of mental strength. Now let's read the first stanza. When things go wrong as they sometimes will, when the road you are trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high and you want to smile but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. The poet says that there may be times when things go wrong. Things won't go according to your plan always. When the road you are trudging means moving slowly. So the path you are walking on so very slowly seems all uphill. It seems to be ascending sometimes, sometimes it seems to be difficult. When the funds are low and the debts are high, when your income is low and the amount which you have to owe to somebody or the dues are very high, and what and you want to smile but you have to sigh. Sometimes these difficulties might affect our moral and make us feel defeated. So when care is pressing you down a bit, when we are stuck down with the cares, with the responsibilities that we are faced with, we might rest sometimes, but we should not quit. In such circumstances, the poet tells us that we must rest for a while if we wish to, but we should not quit. Now look at the second stanza. Life is pure with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up though the pace seems slow, you may succeed with another blow. All of us learn at some point or the other, as every one of us sometimes learns. Life is cure. Cure means strange. Life takes some strange turns. This we learn at some point or the other. And many a failure turns about when he might have won had he stuck it out. Stuck it out is cartoon picture which you can see here. When we give up not knowing how close we are to success, so sometimes we realize that maybe if we had held on a little longer or if we had tried a little harder, maybe we would have succeeded. Don't give up though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. The poet says that when we tend to give up when things do not seem to move or happen smoothly, do not realize actually that what was required from our side is just another try. Another blow is we just have to give another try instead of quitting. Let's read the next answer. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when you are hardest hit. It's when things seem worst that you must not quit. What is the poet's definition of success here? Success is just failure turned inside out. Failure is just another phase of success. So when the dark clouds seem to be hovering upon us, the poet says that we need to be patient, persevere, and strong, so that we will be rewarded with success later. And you can never tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems so far. Actually, we don't realize how close we are to success, although it seems to be so far. What do we do in such circumstances? We have to keep fighting even when we think that things are at the worst. The situations are very difficult to handle. Even at that time, we have to keep fighting because that is the time we should never quit. So the poet says that success and failure go hand in hand. It won't take so long for the failure to turn into success. I hope you would have understood. Now let's summarize the poem. What is the main theme of the poem? It talks of staying strong. The poet sincerely advises us not to quit but keep trying despite the circumstances. Sometimes we tend to give up when things do not seem to move or happen smoothly, but what we realize later is if we had held a little longer or if we tried a little harder, we would have succeeded. Let's see the figures of speech of the poem. Alliteration is that when the consonant sounds get repeated. When things go wrong in the first stanza, look at the consonant sound gets repeated here with its twists and turns. This you have read in the second stanza. T sound repeated. The pace seems slow. Sir sound repeated here. You are hardest hit. Ha sound is repeated. So alliteration is the repetition of the consonant sounds. Oxymoron, it is a figure of speech containing the words that seem to contradict each other. Example, like you want to smile but you have to sigh. In many difficult situations, what do? We just try to smile but we can't. We just have to give a deep breath. It might be near when it seems so far. Dark clouds actually don't make us realize how close we are to success, though it seems to be far. Metaphor is the comparison which we make. The doubt which we have is blocking our mind. It doesn't allow us to realize that we are close to success. Anaphora is the repetition of the words in the beginning of the consecutive lines. When things go wrong, when the road, when the funds, these three lines are found in the first stanza. You see the words when repeated thrice. So what is the rhyme scheme? The rhyme scheme of each stanza is A, B, B, C, C, just followed in every other stanzas. I hope you would have understood the poem. Thank you.